One Word is a podcast that gives students a platform to voice what matters to them. Guests will arrive with one word that exemplifies their experience at our school. The podcast then goes deeper into unraveling why that word and experience resonates with them. Vocalize, reveal, and validity in one word. Our first two guests are from Rick Hansen School of Business. Through their internships, they gained not only real-life skills, but learned something deeper about themselves.
All right, and welcome to Rick Hansen's very own first podcast. It's called One Word. I am today's host, Anshdeep Sharda. I'm from grade 12, and today I have a good friend joining me.
I'm Bhavni Kang. I'm also from grade 12, and me and Ansh are both from School of Business.
Yeah, so a lot of good memories tied to that specific program that kind of started off with us, right? Mm-hmm. I think the word that kind of came across the most we're guinea pigs.
Yeah, we're like the guinea pigs that like the district is trying on us. And I think we started the pod system too back in grade 7.
Yeah, we're the ones that started this all off. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. We're the first for everything, and it's been an amazing ride. I've kind of learned a lot through our teachers, through friends, each other, right? Like we've had projects where we've collaborated a lot, and project-based learning, we went through that together.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so let's kind of jump into what this show is all about. So we're going to explain a word that really fits for us, right? About what high school was all about. Bhavni, you want to start off?
Yeah, high school was like a great experience for me, and that's the word I choose, experience, because I've had many experiences like throughout high school, in school business, like before school business, like transitioning into university like we're doing right now. Mm-hmm. And internships was a really good experience, made a lot of connections, and collaborated with a lot of people. That's
very, very true. And I'm pretty sure it's true for almost every high school, every student of Rick Hansen now. Mm-hmm. Like we're all going through that phase of just like getting used to the project-based learning. Like it's not just the special schools in Rick Hansen, right? Mm-hmm. But you brought up a really good topic, internships, and I kind of want to talk to you about that. How is that for you? First off, like kind of explain what the internships are, and yeah.
Internships, we got to either choose a place or we were given a place to intern at, and we were basically just shadowing the person or helping them out. It depends on the office. Like if it was like a profession, like that you can't like really help out because it's like, I don't know.
Well, you can't get too involved, right? Especially, like, let's say if you're at a doctor's office, right? It's not like you can jump in and be like, hey, let me just, like, open up your stitches or something, right? Yeah. Client privileges and whatnot.
I picked an orthodontist office.
So kind of what I just said. but yeah.
So I couldn't really, like, put on the braces for, like, the clients. Mm-hmm. But I could just, like, shadow them and, like, help them with clean the tools and etc. But I kind of looked more at the business aspect of it since he did run his own practice.
Oh, awesome.
And I looked at the advertising, the marketing, and what he needed to like improve on to like get more clients.
Okay.
And yeah.
Did he kind of get you involved?
Yeah, he like told me to make a marketing plan for him.
Oh, sweet.
So I did that, and then I also like proposed that he like reinvent his Instagram since it wasn't really appealing to a lot of people.
Well, yeah. You know, going on into the newer generation, it's more millennials and how it's like if you don't have a social media account, you're an alien. You're an alien. Irrelevant, yeah. Well, that works, yeah. It's kind of funny. We talk about that a lot in School of Business, actually, but if you are in School of Business and you get the chance to have Baljeet Gill as your teacher, you'll hear loads
about it.
You'll learn. So that we'll keep a secret for now. But yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my internship. I worked with Kinder Sidhu, who is actually Bo Sidhu's brother. If any of you know who Bo Sidhu is, he was the VP of Hansen for a very long time. And Yeah, I got to work at his accounting firm because I absolutely love accounting. And that was an awesome time. They got to really give me the experience of what it would be like if I went in and worked there. So kind of,
So, like, how do you feel after interning there? Do you want to be accountant or?
I kind of liked it a lot. Like they didn't just give me like really crappy jobs, because they did give me crappy jobs. Like for a week straight, I was just like hunched over going through old files and like writing the dates that they were last touched. And it was horrible. Like my back and like my knees were all like tired after it. But besides that, they used to give me cases that I could like kind of fill in the account balances, stuff that we do in School of Business, right? So stuff like that, it was definitely pretty awesome. Yeah, it was a good time.
And so, what is your word that you would describe high school?
Oh, my word, yes. Experiences, yours makes a lot of sense. It's kind of in the title itself, but yeah, my word was roller coaster, because that's just what high school felt like for me. It had its ups, its downs, twists and turns, I got to learn a lot about myself. I got to learn a lot about relationships. I learned a lot through the classrooms itself. My personal life was pretty intense during high school as well. And it's not like that stereotypical Disney Channel episode thing. Like, it's like, oh, I'm going to grow so much from high school. I mean, I did.
High
but
School Musical.
yeah, it's not High School Musical. I'm not jumping on the cafeteria tables, right? But I got to learn a lot about myself. And to do that, I had to go through a roller coaster. And right now, my life's like kind of crazy. Like this month alone was like my head was ringing every other day. It was crazy. And I mean, that gets a little bit personal and whatnot, but that's high school. High school is crazy. It's a crazy ride. You either enjoy it or some people kind of grow to hate it. You can't really do much, but all I can say from my experiences, right, is that you got to have a positive outlook on everything. And
Because at the end of the day, you like live and you learn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, School of Business definitely taught me a lot, I think you mentioned this a little bit earlier, but all the projects that we did were definitely a big, like, it either brought me really up, like I got really confident in myself, or it tore me down a little bit, like, damn,
Humbled yourself.
I really suck at this. Like, I need to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that was the same for you.
Yeah.
So maybe if you have a story like that, maybe, a case that, like a project that we did in School of Business that really set you in your place. Like you felt humbled kind of to see like, maybe I'm not the best at everything.
Definitely this whole marketing course.
Oh, yeah.
It humbled me because like I see myself not as a really creative person. I like to do like the background stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
like planning everything out and like the details, and just being creative. Just like I was just like, I can't do this.
You can't really force creativity out of
Yeah.
yourself, right? It just happens in the moment
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
So like the Toys R Us case, like
Ooh.
coming up with different, like what went wrong and stuff. And it really put me out of my comfort zone because we worked with the grade 11ers, not just the grade 12s.
Mhm.
And Mr. Gill really like made us mix together with other people, even in grade 12, that we usually don't work with.
Yeah.
So that kind of like humbled me after I
Yeah. It was a very like
presented.
open case too. Like they gave us little to no like information as to what we
Mhm.
want to do, and that was kind of crazy in its own. So maybe people have had their own projects where like the teachers just like throw an idea out there and they're like, all right, go crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
like this is yours. But for us, it was kind of awkward because we got put in groups that we didn't really know what we were doing, and then we got a bunch of like random people like shooting their ideas out, and it's like, whoa, thanks, like,
But we need to organize
but we
this.
need to organize this, right? Like we need to get our ducks in a row, and not knowing what to do was really humbling. And yeah, I saw that.
It was really eye-opening to see like how different the grade 11ers learned from us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think just like the different teachers had a big aspect, right?
Mhm.
So Mr. Chahal had his way of teaching, Mr. Gill had his way of teaching us. And
We got to experience that since Mr. Chahal was our teacher for
Yeah.
a bit. Yeah.
that was cool. Mr. Gill had his, personal things. He got to be VP for a while. We got Mr. Chahal, and it was definitely a lot more different. Part of the roller coaster, I guess. That was. But yeah, I definitely think that as a whole, high school's been fun. It's coming to an end, which is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
There's mixed emotions there.
There's definitely mixed emotions, but you live and you learn, like you said. I definitely think that you gotta take things one step at a time, is what I'd say. And like, if there weren't bad things in your life, if there wasn't the downs and the roller coaster, I don't think you would very much appreciate the highs. And that's kind of what my big message to end off is with. And I'm pretty sure you can agree with me, Bhavni. It's like we've had our failed projects or really bad tests, like even outside of like school business. But if you don't learn from it, you're not going to get much out of it, right? Anything else you want to say before we sign off here?
Yeah. Just like you wrapped it up right there.
Yeah, I wrapped it up. Okay. Well, so this has been the very first podcast of One Word at Rick Kansas Secondary. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.